Today I'm gonna show you CrewAI flow. So before I start, let me just click on the generate readme. So what it does is it is launching a CrewAI flow. In this CrewAI flow, the architecture is we have one crew which responsible for reading a specific folder which contains some code, analyze that code, and then based on that code analysis it will send it to another crew which will generate the readme file for that code present within that folder. Now in the first crew we have senior code analyst, two agents. One is senior code analyst and another is senior QA reviewer. Senior code analyst will analyze all the codes, read all files, and then it will send it to QA reviewer. QA reviewer will check if everything is okay and all files are analyzed. If not, it will delegate again to code analyst. Now, in these crews, basically these agents follows React in the sense reasoning and acting. So it will first plan and think, then based on the tools available it will act, and after that it will generate a result, observe, and if it thinks that it does not fulfill the response or outcome it requires, it will again go for the plan and think phase. If everything looks okay, then it will send the final answer. So first the crew will generate the review and then it will send it to reporting analyst, and reporting analyst is a single agent crew which will generate the readme file. Now if you see here, we have the code within this folder. Now if I check the execution logs, if you see that it first lists out all the files like output.tf, platform.tf, variables, main.tf, provider.tf, and then once the analysis is done, so if I quickly show you, now it is checking the output.tf, and similarly it will go all through this, and by the way the result has been generated. So if you can see here, this is the readme file generated by the crew. It says Azure function deployment with Terraform. It gives you an overview how so this Terraform projects automate the deployment of Azure function app using combination of required resources. It has the files breakdown. It says the output.tf. This is the output. What is the significance? Then terraform.tf first, which has all these three parameters, and then we have the variables.tf, which contains all the variables for the Terraform files. It also mention what are the significance, and then it analyzes the main.tf, which has the actual working functions. So basically it creates the storage account, storage container, application insight, app service plan, and then the Azure function app. It's creating a Python 3.11 function. It also tells you the key features. Then the next file is providers.tf. In provider.tf it lists out all the requirements, key features, and then finally the conclusion and recommendation. So this is a quick example how you can create a readme file from your source code, and this is created using CrewAI Agentic AI workflow. Thanks everyone. Cheers. Bye.